We got married out of high school. We graduated in May, got married in December, and began to serve the Lord within our church. Began to work, with all kinds of hopes and visions. And we went through, had a sad incident that happened at church, and went through a church split. And I got my heart hurt from that. And began to drift from church just for a little bit. My wife continued to go. We started going to another church, but I just didn't get settled in. A few months later, I just quit going completely. She would wake up, try to get me to go. I'd say, no, you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead. And you know what happened before long? She got tired of trying to go ahead by herself, and she stopped going as well. And just a few months later, my wife and I, who had served God passionately, who had went to youth camps, who had sang for the Lord, who had preached messages for the Lord, a few months later, our marriage had come to the point to where I walked in one day and she said, I'm going to my aunt and uncle's in Alabama. And I said, oh, you're going to visit? And she said, yeah. And then the way she said it, I thought, what's happening? And she looked at me, and I realized I'm not the best looking guy in the world, but she looked at me and she said, I can't stand to look at you. And it was just like a sledgehammer hitting me. I thought, what in the world? And what it wasn't me, it was who I had become, because I had quit letting Jesus be the Lord of my life. And she got on an airplane, and I took her to that airport. I drove her to the airport. I put her on that airport plane, and I left, and I literally broke down. And I'm going to tell you something, the source of my breakdown. The source of my breakdown was that my wife was leaving, but the source of my breakdown was the fact that I knew that I had failed the Lord. That I had failed my wife in the leadership of our home, and that I had ran from the very God who had saved me, and who had washed me, and who had cleansed me. And here's what I did. I went home, and I fell on my face before the Lord. And I cried, and I wept, and I said, Lord, I am sorry. I am sorry that I have ran from you. I am sorry that I've turned my back on you. I'm sorry that I've not served you like I know that I should.
Amen.
And when I made that right, then I went on to tell the Lord, I said, Lord, I don't know if you can fix my marriage, but if you can, great. But you know what, Lord? I'm going to serve you because you're worth serving. Little did I know, in her layover in the Memphis airport, the Lord began to deal with her as well. And she broke down in the Memphis airport, and she laid a little fleece before the Lord, and she said, Lord, if he really loves me, just have him contact me. Well, I didn't know she had laid that fleece down, but I just felt compelled, after I had given those prayers to the Lord, I felt compelled to call and see if she had made it and talk to her. Nobody was there. I left a message. Said, hey, Deidre, it's Jerrod on her aunt's message machine. Just wanted to make sure you're okay. A little bit longer, left another message. I don't know if I left 2 or 3 messages on the line, but here's what happened. She came in, and the answering machine was beeping, and the first things that she heard in her aunt and uncle's house was me telling her, hey, I hope you made it safe. I love you. And here's what happened. Through that, because of Jesus Christ, she got serious with the Lord, and I got serious with the Lord. And she did come back home in just a couple of weeks. And I'd like to tell you that she came back home and everything was great. We worked like crazy. We worked like crazy for months, maybe 6, 8, 9 months, a year. We worked like crazy on our marriage, and we both decided we're going to serve the Lord, and we made these vows, and we meant it. 25 years. 25 years.
Hallelujah.
25 years. Not because of me and not because of her, but because of him.
Yeah.
Because of him. Our marriage made a great comeback because of who Jesus Christ is.
Hallelujah.
And because we submitted our lives to him.
Thank you.
Greatest comeback.